let's go. How do we find low-cost campsites? Good question. Hey, we find the cheapest ones there are. Because I tell you, there are plenty out there. And after 6 years of travelling and being, what would I call us? Value shoppers? We're tight. So after 6 years of van lifing, we have created a fine art of how to find low-cost campsites. And I should define by low cost, we mean £20 a night or below. And often the cheaper ones are the more lovelier ones.
Welcome back, folks. We're Trist and Kez, and we travel full-time around the UK in our 35-year-old camper van, Old Gertie.
Might be confusing to some people considering we're not sat in a van. If you follow along on our Instagram, you'll know that we have a little summer extension, which that's not what this video is about, but I just thought I'd mention because this doesn't look like a van, does it? This is our summer extension, everybody. Welcome.
We travel with Frank, our little French bulldog, and Murphy, our little, Norwegian forest cat.
He's not a Norwegian forest cat.
Once, someone said in the vet, "Oh, is that a Norwegian forest cat?" We had no idea, but now he's a Norwegian forest cat.
Now he's a Norwegian forest cat.
Yeah, Google it, and then you'll see it looks like Murphy.
And it's 20 quid because we have seen campsites, everyone knows, we've harped on about it, but they have gone through the roof prices. It's redonkulous. We're not paying £50 or £60 to park a piece of grass. That's insane. So if you feel the same way as we do, then hopefully this video is going to help you out. Because we are now slow travelling, before we were doing a bit of wild camping, which we still plan to do in Scotland when we head there in September, but our MO at the moment is slow travel and just soak up the area. So when you're staying at a campsite, this particular one we're booked onto in Norfolk, we're here for 2 weeks. If that starts to be £50, £60 a night, this isn't a holiday for us, this is our life. That's insane. How do we find low cost campsites? Because I tell you, there are plenty out there. I've had so many people since we switched to slow travel say, "Oh, but the cost of campsites."
What 4 websites and apps do we use to book low-cost campsites?
My favourite for low-cost campsites has to be Park for Night. Now, I think a lot of people only use Park for Night if it's wild camping. The amount of campers who I know who I've pushed over to that app because they think, oh, it's just for lay-by parking. It's not. Park for Night is fantastic. If you look for the tractor symbol or the little tent symbol, that will be user-generated content. So people who have been to these locations and they're now sharing them with you. Farmers' fields tend to be around £10 a night, and then you get low-cost campsites also because it's driven by the van life community. So we're all looking for value and worth. Often, you know, farmers' fields that tend to be open from sort of May through to October, these aren't campsite businesses. They're not advertising in search engines. They're not putting themselves out there. It is word of mouth. So it's only if you're in the know that you'll know. And so that's why Park for Night is brilliant, because it means that, you know, you learn about unpublicised sites.
Yeah.
We found some awesome ones. So that's my number one go-to app. Even if you're not a wild camper, get Park for Night.
To everyone watching this video right now, if we could get you just to pause the video, head on over and click subscribe, that'd be awesome, because it's looking like 60% of people that watch our videos aren't subscribed yet. So please drop us a subscribe. It helps us out massively, and it's free to you. Number 2 of how to find low-cost campsites in the UK is Google Maps. It's similar to like Park for Night, either in the area we're in or the area we're going to. Just go and select that area and then type in campsites, touring park. It will then populate all the campsites in that area. It's a bit more laborious because you've got to kind of click on the symbol and maybe go through to the website from the Google business profile. I don't know, it's fairly quick.
It's more of a visual way to search for campsites, which all of these apps we would recommend using together in some way. But it just means that if you have a particularly larger vehicle, if you are towing a caravan, if you want to look at proximity to shops or the ocean, Google Maps is a great way to give you that visual.
And then linking with apps like All Trails, you can actually use the 2 apps and see what kind of footpaths and like walkways, routes are near you. We're big walkers. Website number 3 of how to find low-cost campsites in the UK is
PitchUp. Now, I know there are a lot of aggregate sites, as you would call them. Is that correct? For looking for campsites, there's a number of different websites. PitchUp works best for us because of the filtering options. You can filter by price, you can filter by location. It's just an easy go-to website. But one thing I will say on PitchUp, there's not really much to elaborate. Go and check it out, but do be warned that where prices are displayed, that is the lowest, which can sometimes mean that it's per person or off season. So it does take a little bit more clicking sometimes with picture to find the more lower cost ones. If you enter your dates in before your search, then that will take out the seasonality prices, and you can also put in the amount of people, so then it will pull it up as 2 people or as 3 people. So yes, I would recommend making sure you filter your search so that you don't see a campsite for £10, woohoo, and then all of a sudden you click through and it's £3 for a dog, it's another £10 for another person.
Yeah, that was the winter pricing you looked at.
Yeah. So yeah, add your dates, add the amount of people, add if you're bringing a dog, and then you should see the correct pricing. And then you can sort by lowest cost campsite first. Pitch up, you've got our vote.
And then our final of our 4 apps and websites that we use, search for sites we'd actually found recently, is you can find Campra accredited airs, and they're all listed on search for sites. You can go on there and specifically have a look at the Campra accredited airs. They all seem to be fairly low cost. You've got some great search filters, so you can go in and add dogs and all sorts of other search requirements and start to see specific campsites sorted by price that you want in specific areas, or it might lead you to an area that you want to go camping in. So there are 4 sites and apps that we recommend that you try to find low cost camping.
But why has it taken us 2 weeks to get you a video, and you have waited 2 weeks for this? Well, somebody lost their telephone.
Yeah.
And somebody's telephone does all of the recording. Yes, we won't bore you. We were equipmentless.
Yeah,
Now,
so sorry.
So we are back in action. I think when we left you, we were down in Sussex, and now we are in Norfolk. We are planning to be based here for a little while, doing some fishing, some walking, some kayaking, as long as the rain stops. As they predicted for June, it would be wet, and it is wet. Yeah. Yay! We are going to be, well, I mean, shall we share a little overlay of what we've been doing in Norfolk so far? Trist does his little editing. Woo, cover my face.
Had a lovely sunset the other day.
Beautiful sunset.
What was it, day 1?
We arrived. It was hammering down. It was windy. We pushed forward. We got everything set up just in time to go for a walk, and we got the most beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
So I feel like, despite the last 24 hours of rain, Norfolk, you're holding out on us. Bring back the sunshine.
Question to you guys, have you been to Norfolk, and what did you do in Norfolk? Because we're always looking for suggestions, aren't we? We're going to plan a couple of days out on a little road trip round Norfolk. I think we've got Horsey Gap, so we might go and see some seals. There's the Lavender Fields. There's a few castles. But what else are we missing? Obviously there's the Norfolk Broads. We'll shoot the drone up and try and get some of that. Where else should we be going? Because we want to maximise our time in Norfolk, and we know you guys have always got something up your sleeve. Don't forget to check out our website, tristandkez.com, where we've got lots of helpful tips and destination guides of where you can go and travel in the UK. We're on Buy Me a Coffee, where you can go on and check out our little shop that we've got there, and you can download a screensaver straight to your phone, and it will be a lovely background of some of the lovely locations that we've been to in the UK. Thanks very much, guys. We love you massively. It's great to see that our community is building on this channel.
Oh, sorry, if you don't already follow us on Instagram and you want to see a little bit more of our day-to-day, then please do pop on over there. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, on Instagram you get more of our daily updates of what we're up to. Until next time, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video when it comes out. Bye for now.